Subscribe and share the sky. Every comment helps us fly. We're live together, here we go. Let's fly the world, enjoy the show. Like, subscribe and share the view. This journey's better with all of you. Cold to clouds, it's you and me. Let's dreamers live, let's fly, let's see. Charts called toilet again. ATC's calm, but I'm counting to 10. From busy airspace to soft touchdowns, the highs and the lows make the best sounds. Fuels in, systems good, ready for more. Real-time vibe where we aim to explore. Every shout out, every laugh, every cheer. You're the reason we keep flying here. From gate to clouds, every flight's a scene. Real planes, real skies, and everything between. Mistakes, I'll own them, it's part of the dream. Together we'll fly, this is the stream. Like, subscribe and share the sky. Every comment helps us fly. We're live together, here we go. Let's fly the world, enjoy the show. Like, subscribe and share the view. This journey's better with all of you. Cold to clouds, it's you and me. Let's dreamers live, let's fly, let's see. Thanks for watching, for being my crew. Every stream's a journey, it starts with you. Let's fly together, let's make it right. Flight streamers here, clear skies tonight.
Stuff from Charlie 18.
All right, hello everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in, and welcome to yet another stream. By the way, welcome to Boston. So we're flying the 737 out of Boston International, and today's Moncton Mondays, and I think this is going to be the last Boeing 737 flight until we get the new throttle. So I'm also recording right now. You know, the last video for the review. So. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, man. You have enough caffeine in your blood? I don't, man. Good to see you, Arco Levy, DGI, Kira, Aura, Tucker Gaming. Thanks so much for tuning in. By the way, guys, make sure you give the stream a like, double tap the screen. Continue double tapping because YouTube doesn't seem to like us anymore for some reason. I have no idea why. But it is what it is. It's a new reality. So thank you, guys. I hope you're doing fantastic. I'm doing great, by the way, in case you're wondering. I'm doing awesome. I need to load myself up with the caffeine. Your home state, Massachusetts. Yes, that's right. Oh man, Massachusetts is awesome. Massachusetts. I would say Boston. You know, so it's like an accent, Bostonian accent. You say Boston. That's right. That's right. That is correct. Awesome. All right, let's get going. Need to make sure the battery's off. Okay, good. All right, so we're gonna start with this lovely overhead. Okay, so that's run. I think that's good. Okay, let's see. Move flight connector. All right, let's take a look. Should we power this up? Oh no. Oh, that's why. It's not. It's not connected. I gotta connect this thing. Jeez. Oh, doo-doo. Did you hear this? Did you hear the doo-doo? Okay, good. That means that... Oh, so I was filming. That's why... So I was filming the overhead before, and of course, I did this stupid thing. 1 second. Let me just... Okay, there we go. That's right. So this sound, that means it's good. Okay, so let's state panel load. We're going to go into cold and dark GPU.
Delivery, hello, American 241 at the Charlie 20, ready for push and start.
You guys hear the sound, and you should be able to hear the air traffic control. Good evening, V-Pilot. Hello. All right.
121.9, thank you very much, American 241.
Okay, so just double checking everything's good. All right, so let's start powering up this overhead. And, oh, this camera is not That camera's not working. Okay, let me just...
Boston, hello, Charlie 395, Charlie,
Bum, 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 bum.
we are the junior rank.
Let me double check. Refresh, reconnect.
Charlie 9895, Charlie, Boston, Clarence, Monster Ground 121.9.
Monitor ground 129 or 895, Charlie, go ahead.
Technical difficulties again. Yet again, another technical difficulty. Okay, so let me just troubleshoot something. I'm gonna troubleshoot something real quick. We don't have a lot of people watching anyway, so I'm gonna quickly fix the camera. Go Red Sox. Yes. That is correct. Oh, there we go. The camera's back. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so let me just... I'm gonna make sure it works perfectly well. 1 second. See, this is the downside of having way too many devices running and USBs. I have about 4 USB hubs, the big ones. So Boeing, Boeing, Boeing. Yes. So this is the last day of the Boeing until we get a new throttle. So we're gonna get a really nice motorized throttle. So the Airbus is coming back soon, because we're gonna do another review of something that came in. So today is the last one I gotta do. Anyways, all right. So the camera is up. You guys like this angle, by the way? The new angle. What do you think? What do you think of this new angle? The fact that you can see the overhead, you can see everything, you know, including what I'm doing specifically. So let me know what you guys think about the camera angle, why I fixed these things up. By the way, the camera angle for Twitch folks is right here. This is the camera angle. So
Delivery American 1842 Heavy, stand Echo 8, ready for push.
I'm gonna basically show you what I'm doing in
Heavy, Boston,
my 4 flight in just a second. So
Monster
what we're gonna do is gonna paste the route.
1219,
That's one thing that I gotta do. So runway 23 for Halifax,
quiet.
and then 22
Sounds
right for
good.
Boston. Boston, right? Okay, fantastic. Okay, Lobster is 22 right, and then for the Bunty 5, that'll be runway 23. So it looks like we're gonna have some weather in Halifax coming in, but yeah. What about Meta? Meta, yes, Meta. It's right here. Meta glasses. I'm rocking them right now. But Meta glasses. Okay, good. I think we're good. I think we're good. Guys, come on. Give this stream a like. We only have what, like... How many likes do we have? We don't have a lot of... 13 people watching. Like, what's going on? Why is nobody wants to watch this stuff anymore? I don't get it. I don't get it. Isn't this an awesome stuff? See, like even Twitch dropped. We only have 1 viewer now on Twitch. We only have, I think Tucker Game is the only one that's watching. But you know what? Honestly, let's just go. Because you guys are most important ones that are now watching. The nerd glasses are on. And we don't need thousands of people. We only need you guys. Okay? Only you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and start setting up these Boeing YouTube sort of. I know, man. It's so depressing.
Okay.
It is so depressing. Okay, so I think my camera is good. All right, let's get going. Let's start setting up. Let's get the battery on. Keep batteries on. Position light is steady. That's confirmed. Very good. Perfect. All right. So let's quickly do the EPU fire test. Let's do the iPad. Yes, that is for flight. That is correct. EPU fire test. Perfect. View fire test complete, and let's start the APU. So we're gonna go one like that, and yeah, let's get the ground power on as well, and we're gonna align the IRSs. Here we go. So let's just double check the IRSs aren't being aligned. Perfect. And let's observe and listen to that beautiful APU start. Look at that. You just discovered from an interview that Blue XP. Oh, thanks, man. Captain Chemtrails. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thanks for your support. Thanks for subscribing. I truly appreciate you watching the interview. That was great. Yeah, with the YouTube legends such as Blue and XP. Yeah, it's been such an honor to be part of their their show, and I've seen them in person at Flight Sim Expo. Great guys. So thank you so much, brother Captain Chemtrails, for your support. And thanks for the like. You're the best. Appreciate you, bro. I hope you liked the interview. If you have any more questions, let me know in the chat. And welcome aboard. If you're gonna stick around, let's go fly to Halifax. Otherwise, thanks for coming, and thanks for support once again. Cheers. All right, so we're starting the APU, and looks like APU is good. And let's get the APUs on the buses. Very good. We're gonna do left aft pumps on, and let's just take a look. Okay, so over here, I'm gonna go into ground ops. We're going to release the ground power. We don't really need it anymore, so the ground power truck is gonna disconnect, and then we're gonna be just chilling on the APU for now. Okay, so yaw damper. So first, we're gonna go back to FMS, and we're gonna enter the IRS position. So FMC. Position in it, and let's take a look at the next page. We're gonna grab the GPS coordinates. We're gonna plump them in right here, and like so. So then yaw damper can come on. Okay, so we got the left forward on. That's good. So we've got the cab utilities on. All right, perfect. So let's get the APU bleed. Let's get the backs on auto. Circulation fans on. Trim lights on. Window heats on. And then electric, so A's on, B's off. This can go to armed. Seatbelt signs on. Okay, that's good, good, good. All right, that's all set. Okay, so one more thing that we're gonna do is let's go ahead and get the flight plan loaded. And the flight plan is gonna be over here. From EFB, we're going to introduce the flight plan. V Pilot, thanks for following on Twitch. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much. And welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so context link 14. We've got cruising altitude 370, 37,000 feet. We're going to select that right here. 37,000 feet. Landing altitude at Halifax. Let's just double check what's going on in Halifax. It is 477, so we're going to put 500 feet. Right here, landing altitude is good. Auto, that's, and the packs are on. Bleeds are off for the engines, and that's good. Very good. Okay, so overhead is pretty much set up. Let's start the first officer, and what we're gonna do now. So we're gonna go back here, and let's take a look at the route. So we've got pretty good on fuel, so we have the block fuel of 5,835 kilograms. We are Canadian Airlines, so we are flying with kilograms. And good. Let's check our fuel. Got troop fuel. We're gonna burn about 2,656. Good. Cost index is 14.14. All right, awesome. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome aboard WestJet flight number. What's the flight number? Well, 413. Yes, flying to Halifax today, flying to Canada. We've got about 24 minutes until we start the pushback. So once again, thank you so much. And let's start the boarding process right away. So I'm going to request the boarding before we forget. And here we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to initialize the route. So we're going to go into the route, and then let's request the flight plan. So we get the sim brief. We're going to set the payload, set the fuel, and that's good. Block fuel 5.8. And let me just double check. Yeah, 5.8. 5.835. Very good. No, I'm not going to attach the pushback. We're going to get the crew in, and left entry is open. Okay, let's select the route. And let's request the flight plan. So we're, that's flight Tampa Boston. That is correct. Timmy Lockley Aviation. Hello, sir. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, welcome aboard. And we are flying this lovely WestJet 737. Quick reminder, we're also live on Twitch. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for all the likes and all your love. And we're going to fly you guys to Halifax, to Canada from Boston. And we're on VATSIM, by the way. We do have VATSIM air traffic control. And they're going to control our route today.
Walk around.
Okay, let's activate the route. And we're going to now execute. And let's route copy. Copy completes. And we're going to go into the perf. We're going to request the performance as well. So we're cruising at 37,000 feet. We're going to pre-select all that. All right. So we're just waiting for the request.
Delivery of mall 5233 with information Mike.
Okay, so for now, I'm just going to go into ATC. Yeah, there we go. So load. Uplinks ready. Execute. So trip fuel. So looks like en route burn will be 2.6. 2.6. Boston X14, double check.
Bravo 25. About, I think.
Yeah, we do have sufficient fuel, that's fine. Okay, so departure and arrival. So let's just go ahead and take a look at our clearance. Okay, Lobster 8 and looking at the ATIS right now. Automated Terminal Information Service.
We are ready for push.
We've got a few clouds at 14,000 10/mile visibility. Information Mike 2982. So let's do that 2982.
Say again for Delta 941.
2982 set. Okay, so let's approach and use departure runway 22 right. Okay, so 22 right. So departure 22 right. Right, so 22 right. We've got Lobster 8 execute route. We're gonna have the arrival. We're looking at ILS 23, and then we're looking at what else do we have here? The Fundy 5 arrival. So Fundy 5 arrival, and that will be via actually Alex transition. Execute that. Good. And sufficient fuel. Yeah.
Boston delivery Delta 941.
Yeah, let's probably do 5.8. Yeah, let's do 5.8. Okay, so N1 limits. Let's go back into here. Performance in it. I'm just gonna make sure to see that we are gonna be cruising at 310. And then for calculations for our takeoff, let's calculate takeoff performance tool. So we're gonna import for the flight plan to right. Import the aircraft and calculate.
I have information.
Okay, so good. Flaps 5, takeoff 2. And selected temperature is 44 degrees. Okay, so basic climb, takeoff 5. We got CG and 137, 138, 141 for the speeds.
350 for 9.
And looks like we're good to go. Yeah, so we have all of that pretty much filled out. So 4.78 for the trims. 478. Roughly around here, the 478.
3500, 3,500.
All right, once again, thank you guys for tuning in at Tevin. Hello. All right, Timmy says, do you have template to fill out when ATC tells you long commands for some clearance? So we know our clearance. I'm gonna get you the PDC. So this is the PDC. Let me just tell you. Let me just send you the PDC.
Cleared.
So this is our pre-departure clearance. So we know exactly what to say.
6 and fly.
I'm gonna
3,000, and I'm cleared in Class Bravo airspace for November.
I'm gonna paste the PDC in the chat for the Twitch. Oh my God! On Twitch, we only have one person watching. That's never happened, guys. Come on! Nobody wants to fly with us. It's Monday. It's such a nice day today. What's going on? Nobody's supporting on Twitch. Oh no, not today. Okay, anyways, preliminary flight procedure. RS is off. Okay, that's good. Preliminary flight order test. Yeah, we did that. Engine panel set. Mach over speed test. Yeah, let's do that. Mach over speed test in ease test. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, stall warning test. Okay.
November Papa 9 Zulu. That
Flight record test complete.
radio is 133.0.
All right, so let's now put all of our stuff in here. Okay, so of course, first of all, let's load up our chart, departure charts.
Yes, November Papa 9 Zulu.
So we're gonna go into the departure charts
Bravo
and
airspace.
let's take a look at departure. That was gonna be Lobster,
VFR clearance to Portland International.
Lobster 8. Let's see.
Jetport squawking 13.
Okay, so initial climb 5,000.
For 9 Zulu.
Initial climb 5,000. 22 rights, climb 215. So hitting 215.
Okay, from Cockpit taxi in November.
215. Let's set the course for 215 as well.
Boston delivery Delta 941, we're having audio issues. Could you just say something just as a test? Sorry.
215. V2 will be 141. And LNAV and VNAV is armed. Flight directors are both on, and MCP is complete.
I sent you a PD.
And parking brake is set.
April, we have the PDC.
Very
You want
good.
me to
And that's
read back the PDC?
good. This is VATSIM flight. That is correct. VATSIM flight. We only fly on VATSIM. Most of the time. We try to. As much as possible. I've given you enough time to answer. How is MSFS 24? Okay, MSFS 24. I like it. I think we're good. I think we're gonna use it now. I think it's ready. Copied live stream alert. Both servers. Oh, you appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Need to read my no more beer. No more beer. No more beer. How come? We gotta stock it up, man. We gotta stock up some beer for this flight. We gotta do this.
Charlie 30.
So yes, Tierman, that is correct. That is a VATSIM flight. And we're gonna load up your bags, finish up loading up your bags. Oh, and I need to do something. I need to make sure that I have the
Hi, the security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yeah, we pretty much started boarding, so that's good.
Thanks.
All right, perfect. Okay, so now squawk 2440. Let's set the squawk. So 2440.
Good evening.
That's set.
November 4691 Lima back with you. Looking to pick up IFR clearance to Nantucket.
All right, so that's good. Lobster 8, departure climb with sit. Expect 350. 10 minutes of departure. Departure frequency 1330. Advise 80s and location. Contact 12165 to push. Perfect. Boarding is complete. Okay, perfecto, perfecto.
I'm back. No issues on the
Okay,
walk
so no issue on the walk around. So now we're gonna do the pre-flight procedure, master light test. Let's do the master light test. As you can see, everything lit up, including my overhead panel right here. All right, so master light test is good. Oxygen test. Let's do the oxygen test. Oxygen test complete. All right, parking brake set. Radio, nav radios are set. Audio control panel set. Trim check frame 0. Verified flight plan is verified. Okay, MCP is also completed.
Boston clearance, ready for taxi.
IFIS mode control panel, yeah, is set. So we've got 2982 heading 078, initial climb 5000. So that's all good. And flight plan. Let's verify the flight plan real quick, and then we're gonna be ready to go. So Alex 223.
American 960 Boston clearance, ground will sign that you can monitor the depth of the
Climb, takeoff 2. You rated takeoff. Very good. Okay, fantastic. Now let's let me do a little bit of a briefing. Okay, no more beer or no more beer money. Okay, what?
And delivery, November 4691 Lima, ready for taxi.
Okay, so okay, so push back via the gates. Ready thrust. All right, let's brief this departure. All right, so departure we're going to be via the SITs. It's going to be a standard gate departure. NATP is not required. Initial climb 5000. We're going to be climbing out of 22 right, and let's see 22. The RNAV to Kira, and then on the right hand turn via the globe. We do have one speed restriction 250 above 3000, but other than that we just climb via the SID. And NTI is not required for this flight, and we're underweight, so we can safely return in case of an engine failure. There will be no threats and no hotspots on the runway, on the taxiways. All right, so that's it. So let's run a brief safe change.
Go ahead. No questions.
All right, fantastic. No questions, and we should be good to go. Once again, everybody, thank you so much. Make sure you double tap that screen, because it looks like we don't really have any people. We don't have anyone. I don't know why. Like at this time, every time I stream at this time, there's like no people, and no one's chatting. We have about 42 people, and only like 2 people chatting. Are you guys even watching? Are you guys bots or something? Like, what's going on? Well, the other guys, the guys that are not chatting. Like, what's happening? Anyways, let's see what's going on here with the yeah, there we go. Drone view. I'm just gonna quickly double check how many other aircraft do we have here. How busy the Boston is. Doesn't seem to be busy, so looks like everyone is yeah, there it is. It's funny how checking in on Vancouver, nice. Yo, robots. Okay, see, Jake's here. Oh, okay, good. Jake's here. Checking in from Vancouver. Awesome. We got CK1. Awesome. Not a bot. I know, Steerm. I know you're not. I know you're not. I know you're... I'm just saying, like, you're the only one watching on Twitch. Can you take the role of a co-pilot instead? No, I don't think I can. I don't think I can. We just lost 20 viewers, just gained 10. I know. I know. Not everyone wants to watch this on Monday. You know, it's one of those things. Everyone wants to watch the egg peeling. You know, it is funny. Like, I was watching this one stream on YouTube. It got, like, thousands of people. And this guy was just peeling an egg with, like, these little clippers. I gotta admit, this is much more geekier than that. But, yeah. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Look at this. We got real weather. Real weather. We've got air traffic control. This, by the way, there's real people in this tower right now. They're going to be talking to us. These are other real players. And we are right here in Boston. We're at the gate number Alpha 5. And so we're going to be pushing back momentarily. So we're going to fly to Halifax. And Alpha 5. I'm going to copy real quick. That's our flight number is, in fact, WestJet 413.
Delta 270 is at stand. Bravo 22 with information on Mike.
Okay, perfect.
Clearance to Halifax.
So that's stream 2. Which stream? Alright. Flight directors off. Good. One, authorize off. ISB2. This one. So we're just waiting for a few more passengers to load, and I think we're good to go. Everything is programmed, so we will... Let's do the pre-flight checklist. Might as well.
Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches.
On and auto.
Normal auto.
Normal
Windows
auto.
heat.
Windows heat's on.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
If you need the current certificate.
Auto. Flight instruments.
I think this should be a regular WestJet. Flight instruments. We have heading of 078, altimeter 2982. And yeah, I don't have
Heading
Volanta though.
0,
but this
7,
is WestJet
8,
4.
altimeter 2982. Parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Engine start levers.
You can follow along on VATSIM.
Pre-flight checklist
All right,
completed.
perfect. It's the multiplayer. Yes, it's multiplayer. There's other people. There's people in air traffic control. So the people who I'm talking to are actual people. See, whoever you're hearing, these are other players. We're gonna talk to them. We're gonna request our takeoff procedures. And just a quick reminder: we're also live on Twitch if you want to support us on Twitch, by the way. And yes, we're flying with a virtual first officer. Unfortunately, I know there's a really good question. Unfortunately, I can't fly as an FO because I do have captain flows. It would be kind of cool, but FO job is pretty much you just press buttons and you just flap operate, right? So we're gonna be instead flying on the captain side. Captain side. Okay, so let's quickly just double check what's going on here. Yeah, so I think we're pretty good to go. Let's just close the door. We can probably close that door, yeah. Let's get that door closed. There we go. Door's now closed. And of course, we're going to come back to our position and we're going to close the door here. Yeah, see, the passengers are all seated. And they're all ready to go. We've got passengers are all in. Everything's ready. And I think we're going to be ready for pushback. Once again, thank you so much. This overhead is from Rosefire. And by the way, I have the best discount ever. Okay? 13% off, just using code FlightStreamer if you're gonna buy it. So the review is coming. I'm actually filming the review today, so you will see this review. You will see the footage from this stream. So you're part of the history today. All right. Oh, Virginia, good to see you. Yes. More people are coming in once again. Thank you so much. Welcome aboard today.
Locate your assigned seats. Please place place your
Here we
smaller
go.
items under the seat in front of you to provide more room
Long
for
time,
larger
long time.
items in our overhead compartments. If you need assistance, contact
All
the
right.
flight
We have flight
attendant.
attendants too, by the way.
If you
Flight
are
attendants
unable
as well.
to accommodate any item in the
Flight
cabin,
attendants.
please bring it to the boarding door and we will check it for you. Also, review the safety instruction card in your seat pocket. If you are seated at an exit seat, also review the exit seating criteria.
Perfect. It's 165, and we've got the ground 1219. 1219. Okay, so the Boston ATIS right now is ATIS Mike, information Mike. And we need to advise them the stand number and ATIS identifier. Perfect. Okay, so let's now start the boarding procedure. Well, no, not the boarding procedure. Let's pushback procedure. Let's call the pushback truck. So we're going to request pushback truck and request departure. There we go. The gate's now going to be disconnected. And we're now going to make sure that
Hey
everything
guys,
is good
all
to go.
packs are on board. Are we
Okay, close the lights on. We're ready to... so we're closing the doors.
Thanks. Let me know if you need
And
anything.
we're now preparing this aircraft for pushback. So we're at the gates. We're gonna attach the pushback truck, and we're going to be pushing back. Yes, we're flying to Canada. We are in Boston right now. Live weather, by the way. This is real weather. Fictional time. We're kind of doing it a little bit later. Sorry, a bit earlier than otherwise we will be in complete darkness. So, all right, here we go. We are good to go. Bypass pin is inserted, and now we're going to connect the pushback. This is the truck, and we will be connecting the pushback truck right now, and we're ready to start the engines. Once again, thanks so much for tuning in. Welcome aboard WestJet. Flight number 413 with service to Halifax, and pushback is now connected. All right, let's quickly do the before start checklist. And flight deck doors closed and lock trims are set, and we've got everything's good to go. Before start checklist, please.
Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP.
All right, so MCP V2141 heading 215 and altitude 5000.
Takeoff speeds.
Got V1 137, VR 138, V2 141.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
4.7 units.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Anti-collision light
On.
Before start checklist completed.
All right, fantastic. Sure.
Regulations require compliance with this information as well as all
Кирилл, привет, братан, спасибо тебе.
information signs and posted placards. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle. Tighten by pulling on the belt.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure that we're gonna face southeast.
It is our
On
policy
spot
that you keep your
for
seatbelt
south.
fastened at all times while seated. Doors are
Northwest.
clearly marked with exit signs and instructions for door operation.
Actually, we're gonna do probably gonna face south at spot 5. Let's face south at spot 5.
Locate the exit nearest you. The nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, lights will illuminate the aisle. The cabin is pressurized. If there is a loss of cabin pressure, a panel will open and oxygen masks will appear. Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull a mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen. Oxygen will be flowing to the mask even though the bag may not.
It'll be about an hour or so.
Cover your nose and mouth with the mask.
Yeah, pay attention to the
Place
safety
the
presentation.
elastic
That's
around
right.
your head and tighten by pulling on the end.
I
Your own mask.
I should get like a
seat
seatbelt, you know, buckle and stuff like that.
Things on Baston radar and
Pull up and remove the cushion. Upon exiting the aircraft, place your arms around the cushion and hold on to the straps located on the back. This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is not permitted in the cabin or lavatories. Cabin lights will now be turned off. Reading light buttons are located above your seat. Thank you for your attention.
Once again, thank you for your attention. Let's tell clearance. Boston clearance, WestJet 413, information Mike, stand number Alpha 5, ready for pushback and engine start. Boston clearance, WestJet 413.
WestJet 413, Boston clearance. Go ahead.
We have information Mike at Alpha 5, ready for pushback and engine start.
WestJet 413, push in the ramp with your discretion. Proceed to spot 7 at spot 7. Call ground 121.9 for taxi.
Roger, push our discussion. Spot 7 at spot 7 will contact ground 12190 for taxi. WestJet 413. Thanks. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and start the engines. So continue pushback, and let's see. Let's do south on 5, and then we're just gonna taxi there.
Release parking brakes, please.
All right, so we're good to go. The pumps are now on, and we are gonna be releasing the parking brakes. Here we go. Parking brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start.
All right, engines clear. Start at will. Starting number 2. It's
Check.
2 and 1. Start number 2.
Starting engine 2.
All right, fantastic. There we go. And 2's rising.
Oil pressure.
Oil pressure is good, and we are introducing fuel number 2. Here we go. That's right. You're taking off. No, we're taking off for Boston. We're flying from Boston to Halifax, guys. Boston to Halifax. And check out this beautiful engine start sounds. It's pretty good.
Starter cutout.
Starter cutout.
Number 2 stable.
Number 2 stable. Starting number 1.
Start engine 1.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Oil pressure.
Oil pressure's rising. There we go. At 2-4, we're going to introduce fuel.
Boston, clearance.
2-4, introducing fuel now.
Is requesting IFR clearance down to Fort Lauderdale International.
I sent your PDC.
Copy. So 214, thank you.
All right, once again, welcome everybody. We are starting the engines, and
Starter
we're going to
cutout.
be proceeding to Halifax shortly.
Number 1 stable.
Number 1 stable, checked. Okay, so let's get GSX to confirm that we have good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We
Stop
have
this
good
order.
engine start.
Southwest 1495.
Lift disconnects.
Request push.
All right, so
Southwest
if you can
1495,
come off,
Boston clearance, monitor ground 121.
and we got the bleeds off.
21.9 Walker. Southwest 1495.
Engine bleeds are on, probe heat's on, and all hydraulics are on. All right, fantastic. Let's request take flaps 5. All right, setting flaps 5 for takeoff.
Unlocking gear.
Nice. You're getting late around Florida. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Unlocking gear. All right. Been to Halifax, Canada. Well, we're going to. You guys are all going to go there if you're going to continue watching. So once again, thank you so much.
For a push or contacting ground?
Takeoff.
Tow truck disconnected.
Available
Bypass pin removed.
All right, let's do a flag controls check.
Ready?
214,
Left is
Boston
clear, right is
clearance,
clear.
stay, gate number.
All right, so full left.
214, am I requesting a push from you or am I going
Full
to
right.
ground for a push?
You're gonna be
Center.
with me.
Full up.
Copy. Alright, Avail 214
Pull
is
down.
at gate Charlie 16
Center.
requesting a pushback.
Full
Bravo
left.
214, monitor ground 121.9.
Full right. And center.
Going to ground on 121.9 or Avail 214.
All right, there's the bypass pin. And flag control check complete. And we've got the taxi light on. And parking brakes released. And we'll do before taxi checklist, please.
Generators,
Okay, generators on.
Probe heat on.
It's on.
Anti-ice
Ice is
off.
off.
Isolation valve auto. Engine start switches.
All right, so
Continuous. Recall.
And let's do the recall. Checked.
Checked. Auto brake. RTO.
RTO.
Engine start levers.
All right. And we've got the on.
Flight controls.
Flight controls checked.
Ground
Hey,
equipment.
Andre. Привет, привет. Hello, hello. Left,
Clear.
cleared.
Before taxi checklist complete.
All right, it's clear left. And we're good to go. Clear left.
Clear right.
All right, let's start proceeding to spot number 7. All right, She017. Hello, hello, hello. Once again, thank you guys. We're live on Twitch as well. If you want to see that ultimate quality, we're live on Twitch. And thank you so much. We're now taxiing to runway 22 right. We're going to contact the ground on 121.9er at spot 7. So we need to taxi to spot 7. So there it is. And spot 7 is right, just right in front of us, right there.
Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
The cabin's secure. Oh, CA visit, man, it was amazing. It was amazing. I loved it. I loved it. So you gotta go? Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for saying hi. Appreciate you, man. All right, here we go. We're gonna stop right here. Hey, PK. Hello. What's going on? All right, let's now, ask for the taxi instructions. So we got 22 right. Let's contact the Boston ground. And we're going to put Boston Tower 1280. By the way, these are real people in air traffic control, which is we're going to be talking to real people. Check this out.
Southwest 1495, we're ready for taxi.
Southwest 1495, runway 22 right, taxi via Charlie, Bravo, November, cross runway 15 right, hold short, runway 15 left.
So
22 right, Charlie, Bravo, November, cross 15 right, hold short, 15 left, Southwest 1495.
Yeah, sounds good, man. Thanks, Akko. No, I got it. There's not a lot of people in news. I don't think we need moderation right now. I think it's all local folks. We don't really have any new people, so I think we're good. Boston ground. Good evening, WestJet 413 on spot 7, ready to taxi. Boston ground, WestJet 413 on spot 7, ready to taxi.
WestJet 413, Boston ground, runway 22 right, taxi via Kilo, Bravo, November, cross runway 15 right, hold short, runway 15 left.
Taxi to runway 22 right via Kilo, Bravo, November, cross 15 right, hold short, 15 left on November, WestJet 413. Okay, cool.
Delta 270, okay?
We're good. All right, here we go. We're good to go. And let's taxi. We know exactly where to go now. We got the clearance from real people.
Oh, on a 5233, squawk 1435.
There we go. Let's now turn. We're watching from Nigeria. That's awesome. Did you land? No, about to take off. We're about to take off. We're taxiing to the runway 22 right.
Yeah, sorry. I had the wrong button. Squawking 1425.
Yeah, so we're taxiing for the takeoff. We're taking off into Halifax. Stream just started, relatively just started. So once again, double tap that screen, guys, and we're about to take off. Thank you so much for your support.
Direction, your discretion.
Push direction.
Yeah, WestJet pilots taxi too fast. Well, I think we're about 22. Yeah, we're good.
American 9022 is holding short of runway 15 left.
American 922, cross runway 15 left on November, monitor tower 1219.
Cross 15 left on November, monitor tower on 121 or 128.8. American 9022.
So 270 cross runway 15 right on November, hold short.
Okay, there we go. We're just gonna use taxiway Bravo here and then turn left. Yeah, no, we're not on the max, unfortunately, because this overhead doesn't work with max yet. So we are on the 737 NG today. But yeah, max flights will resume shortly. Well, and I'm getting a new motorized throttle, so you will love it. The new motorized throttle will be amazing. So we're gonna get that at the end of April. And that's going to be epic.
Right via Alpha 1, Bravo, November.
You're from Halifax. Nice. Okay, so Bryce, stick around because we are flying to Halifax. Check this out. We got the whole. We're gonna have full air traffic control, real people in air traffic control all the way to Halifax. So don't go away. Watch the takeoff and watch the landing in Halifax. You will love it because Halifax is gonna be awesome. We got an actual custom airport for Halifax too. Hey, from Thailand. Hello. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. I'm live on Twitch as well. If you guys want to tune into Twitch, we are live on Twitch
Return
too.
off after landing. All aircraft brief may call hold short instruction.
1288. 1219.
Boston area and in vicinity of Logan airports. Advised on initial.
Yeah, I need to make sure I'm on the ground frequency before we get into trouble. Okay, here we go. Look at this beautiful aircraft. We are welcome aboard once again. WestJet 413. We're flying to Halifax, Canada. We are taxiing to runway 22 right in Boston right now. All these other aircraft, there's other players, including the air traffic control. These are real people in air traffic control. We're talking to them. Everything on this cockpit is clickable. Everything is just like in a real aircraft, including our lovely first officer. We do have real people at the back too. Well, not really. They're not real, but there's people at the back. So we're especially doing everything just like in the real world. So thank you so much for tuning in. And where's the bro? I'm from Toronto. Yeah, man.
WestJet 413, give way to a Boeing 737 on November.
We'll give way to 737 November. WestJet 413. Yeah, see, he just told me to give way to this guy right here. We're going to stop and make sure that he goes in front of us. And yeah, we do scary scenarios. We do scary scenarios sometimes.
Future right by Kilo Bravo November, cross runway 15 right, hold short runway 15 left for Delta 9977.
Boston ground, I'm off at 233, ready for taxi.
All right, fantastic. So we got the clearance right here.
233, runway 22,
all right, so we're gonna do runway turn off lights because we are crossing the runway.
Taxi via Alpha Charlie
and we'll do
Bravo
strobes
November,
on right
cross
now.
runway 15 right, hold short runway 15 left.
So we're giving way to that guy right there. And crossing the runway, we're gonna hold short. 15 left.
Hold short, or cross 15 right, hold short, 15 left.
Zakiran says, yo, hey, do I have an actual pilot license? Yes, I do. I do fly for real too. I'm a real world pilot as well. So just so you know. Yes, I have private pilot license. Yes. I fly real planes and IC 111. Thanks for following on Twitch. Appreciate you guys. Gretchu Adler, thanks for following on Twitch. Thanks so much. And welcome aboard.
Ground, could you say that one more time? They would cross traffic.
You're in training? Oh, that's awesome. Dude, you gotta use Flight Simulator for training for sure.
15 left on November, monitor tower 128.8.
Going to 128.8 for about 214.
And Avail 214, confirm cross runway 15 left.
Right at November.
Yeah, I flew the Antonov, yeah.
It's not gonna work. Just letting you know if everyone.
You know I'm Russian, right? I speak Russian, so Antonov, I understand.
413 cross runway 15 left on November, monitor tower 128.8.
Cross 15 right left on November, monitor tower 128. Thanks so much. Good night. WestJet 413.
Strong 96906. Pushing the ramp at your discretion.
Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of my setup on Twitch. 1288. 1288. Here we're cleared to cross.
Boston ground, American Airlines 1961. Radio check, please.
Here on to monitoring the 133.0. So monitoring tower. And now what I'm gonna do. So by the way, every single person in air traffic control, they're in a different frequency. Does he retwitch? Yes, I do. Yo, you passed me at. Well, you were the A380. Oh, cool.
Southwest 1495 Boston, targeting runway.
Sorry, I do. Oh, there it is. You're the A380. Nice. Okay, cool. Hey, man. Hey, I see. Thanks, man. I retwitch. Hey, hello from Poland. Cześć. And then what's up? Sim, are you on? I'm a citation pilot. You're a citation pilot. That's awesome.
November's now. Current altimeter.
That's amazing. Citation pilot. Cool, man. Thanks so much for support, bro. Thanks for follow, man. I'm just a PPL. I fly the DA40 in real life, so Hey, you're SimCify, by the way. I am using your profile. Thank you so much, bro. I am, yeah, I am using your profile now. Your SimCify, by the way, in the chat. He's a real CRJ pilot. He's actually gave me this really cool profile now that I'm going to be using for this plane. Profile for this yoke. So once again, thanks everybody. All right, we're monitoring towers. So what we're going to do now is probably going to do before takeoff checklist. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's do this before takeoff checklist, please.
Delta 270, contact departure.
Flaps.
Flaps 5 sets.
Stabilizer trim.
4.78 units.
runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
All right, check this completed.
Tower, good evening. Cactus 1014 with you. Establish on the LS22 left.
Got
Cactus 1014 Boston Tower, good evening. The wind 2409, runway 22 left, clear to land.
22 left, clear to land. Cactus 1014.
Avello 214 Boston Tower, good evening. Runway 22 right, line up and wait.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take this.
Avello 214, going to line up and wait.
I'm going to take November. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll take November. We were told to use November, so we're going to use November. All right, here we go. All right, let's do the before takeoff procedure.
Cabin crew, take your seats.
Landing lights on.
Clear on the approach.
Clear on the approach. Everything's looking good. All right.
Ready to go.
So perfect. And weather radar is on. And we're ready to go. Just gonna hold short 22 right.
Avello 214, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 22 right, clear for takeoff. Avello 214.
Feathers 1495, contact departure. Have a good flight.
All right, once again, everybody.
413 Boston Tower, good evening. The wind 2409, runway 22 right, line point.
Line point wait, runway 22 right, WestJet 413. All right, here we go. So we're just gonna be cautious of the jet blast. There it is. Yeah, there's the jet blast right there. So we're gonna light up and wait.
United 569 Boston Tower, good evening. You're 4.5 miles in trail of an A321, the wind 2409, runway 22 left, number 2, clear land.
All right, lighting up. Auto throttle is on. And here we go. We're ready to go, guys. Ready to go. Lighting up now. You're turning on DA40. You love the joystick. Oh, it's the best, man. It's the best. All right, here we go. All right, guys, hold on. I need to concentrate on this. So just bear with me for a bit. All right, so we're waiting for our clearance now. And everything's good to go. Once again, thanks everyone. We are about to take off from Boston.
Avello 214, contact departure.
Just waiting for the air traffic control to give us the clearance.
What? WestJet 413, runway 22 right, clear for takeoff.
22 right, clear for takeoff. WestJet 413. Thanks. All right, feet on the brakes, advancing thrusts. All right, feet off, stable. Toga, takeoff.
Thrust set.
Thrust set.
Airspeed alive.
Checked.
80 knots. Go.
V1.
Rotate.
Rotate.
ML 5233 Boston Tower, good evening.
You're up.
The wind 2409, runway 22 right, line of the way.
Feet.
Checked. Okay, so I'm not sure why my departure is not on. Departure.
And I'm all 5253. Just check your voice transceiver. I didn't get any read back, but I see you followed it. So
yeah, there we go. Oh man, I didn't have that on my
Radio
FMS.
check them all, 5233. Gotcha now, 5 by 5. WestJet 413, contact departure.
Over to departure, WestJet 413.
Heading select.
Fly flaps up.
Speed checked.
Cactus 1014, welcome to Boston. Joint Echo, hold short of runway 22 right.
Yeah, I'm not sure why this
Joint
didn't
Echo,
work,
hold
but
short
that's
22 right.
okay.
Cactus number.
We're just gonna continue.
Flaps 1 set.
Let's just do that. All right, perfect.
1000 to
Animal
level.
5253, it's just gonna be 2 minutes just for spacing. One will cross
That's
downfield.
fine. Monday.
Autopilot on.
Yeah, I didn't have my RNAVs for here. Okay, so I had to fix it real quick. That's fine. Flaps up.
Speed checked.
Okay, 133 decimal 0. That's why I panicked because I didn't have my I didn't actually have my I didn't have my
214, contact Boston Center 134.7.
Sorry. There we go.
Flaps upset.
I think we should be good.
So 134.7 for about.
They didn't notice that. That's okay.
Air Canada 766, contact Boston Tower 128.87 net.
Yeah, let's contact them now.
8 for Air Canada 766.
Boston departure. Good evening, WestJet 413, 5000.
WestJet 413, Boston departure, red back climb, maintain 14,000.
Climb maintain 14,000, WestJet 413. 1,000.
River Niner
Yeah,
7055.
don't understand why we didn't have the departure legs. I had to really reselect it. For some reason, my FMS keeps screwing up, which is weird. Dude, this is my PMDG issue. All right. Yeah, it's the PMDG. I don't recommend PMDG because every time I fly it, something happens. Something happens. The whirring noise is this. Whirring noise is this. This is the trims. That's why there's a noise like that. See, as they're moving, the trims are doing that. Okay, after takeoff checklist, please.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds
Audio
on.
3250, you're
Packs
5 miles
auto.
from Noli,
Landing
turn
gear
left
up
heading
and off.
250,
Flaps
maintain
up. No
4,000.
lights.
So establish on
After
the squad.
takeoff checklist complete.
All right, fantastic.
Okay, that's heading
8,000.
clear to the ILS. 22 left. We'll maintain 4,000.
And once again, we just departed Boston. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. And there we go. So now I'm just gonna make sure I
WestJet 413, contact Boston Center 134.7. Have a good night.
over to Boston Center 134.7. Good night. WestJet 413. Key 1347.
10,000. Happy to release the cabin?
Yeah, we'll do that. Fast seatbelts on. Yeah, we'll probably get turn off lights on. We'll keep the landing lights on until 18,000. And yes.
Okay.
Portable electronic devices may now be used, with the exception of TVs, radios, two-way transmitters, or any other device in a transmit mode, as these devices may interfere with the aircraft's communication and navigation systems.
Boston Center, good evening, WestJet 413, 12,000, climbing 14,000.
WestJet 413, Boston Center, hello, climb and maintain, flight level 350.
Climb maintain flight level 350, WestJet 413. E35. 350, there we go. All right, cool.
931 Charlie Delta, proceed direct balloons.
Direct balloons, 1 Charlie Delta, and can we step for 2?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it is a 737. It's a 7. Of course, because it is a 737 trim. That's why trim wheel.
Commuter 4853 New York.
Okay, I still have another 20-30 minutes on passengers. Nice. They just told me I have another 25 because of how big. Oh yeah, you gotta use the big runway for sure. A380 out of Boston. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, you got scared.
Challenge Cargo 47, descend by the Ocean 5.
All right. Here we go. Look at that beautiful WestJet 413. Watch the
arrival runway to your left.
The yoke. It's gonna move just like just like it was in the sim.
2061 with you, but 1140.
We're 206 off at 2061 Boston Center, hello.
Well, this is Delta 1737. I think we missed the descent clearance.
Delta 1707 affirmative. Are you able to go down, or do you want me to vector you back around?
Yeah, we can go down for 70 feet.
Alright, good luck.
On consoles, I don't think that's possible because there is no real client for Xbox, unfortunately. So yeah. So you were in trouble to left? Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So lobster. All right. So.
Boston Center, Skyhawk 97055 with a request.
Yeah, I'm gonna quickly clear this continuous right here.
Good evening, sir. I'm at 3,500, about 5 miles or 10 miles south of Nashua. Request flight following to Portsmouth.
Yeah, I think that departure was not that bad, right? So look at this.
Plymouth,
it was just a slight bit off, right? So we've departed, and then I did go to TJ a little bit later than I'm supposed to, but that's okay. I don't think they noticed that. But for some reason, when I loaded up my departure, it didn't load these legs. So I should have triple checked the flight plan to make sure I do have that T point of TJ in there, but I didn't do it. And good thing to do it. All right, Timbers standard set, cross checks, and landing lights off. There we go.
Standard set.
And cross check both sides, and there we go. Once again. Now we can chat. Now we can take a look at the chat, and if you have any questions, let me know. Once again, this overhead panel that you see at the top of me right here is from Rosefire. It is an amazing overhead. Everything that I'm doing is pretty much, clickable, right? So all the switches are active. So yeah, this overhead is pretty cool. If you do want it, I do have a very special discount that you can use. If you want, discount code is Flight Streamer. That's what you got to get 30% off for this beautiful overhead panel. I am going to be using this video from this stream for the upcoming review. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you check out that review video that I'm going to be posting.
Altitude, sorry. AC at 8,000. AC at 8,000, Delta 3390.
And yes, we are indeed in the air. Question, sorry for spamming. How much does this setup cost? Where do you buy it? Your budget is 20,000. Oh, you have a perfect budget, my man. So this setup is less than 20,000. I gotta admit, less than 30. So Gladys, it depends what you want. If you want a GA setup, I do have a really good, discounts for virtual flight. This is the stuff that I use for GA. Overhead has a vest mount. That's right. This is the custom mounts that I have. And if you're gonna subscribe to my YouTube, make sure to check the review video. I'll show you exactly how I mount it. It does have a bit of a 3D print part that you got to 3D print. The only one part, well, few parts that you got to 3D print in order to do it. But then this stand is from Next Level Racing. So yeah, G is good. Yeah, so I use virtual flight, and virtual flight stuff is amazing. So if you go to flightstreamer.com, hold on, I do have a lot of discount links. I have the discounts for virtual flight. This is the company that I'm partnered with, and they gave us a nice discount. And I gotta admit, virtual flight is incredible for GA, and they're the best. It's full metal, and they've got a whole bunch of stuff. I suggest looking at their switcher panel, at their G1000 panel. They have a really good one. So I will be assembling a G1000 panel once I get my full motion platform for GA specifically. So this is I'm gonna make videos about it in about a month or so, a month or 2 months, because I'm still working on my TCS rig. But yeah, and if you do have any questions, just shoot me a message on my Instagram. I'll help you out, man. And if I have any discounts, like if I have more discounts, like. Yes, you can show this your setup anytime, guys, on the Discord. Okay, so full motion. So there's two suggestions that I have. First one is the 6 degrees of freedom. That's the one that I'm going to be reviewing very soon. And then there's another one, if you can wait, there's another one from China that they're sending to me. This one's going to be inexpensive, and comparing to the ones that cost like 15 to 30,000, that one's going to be around 6,000. And that one's 6 degrees, and it's going to have all of the, you know, all of the hydraulics and like air suspension and everything. It's pretty cool. So keep an eye out. You know, we're going to be testing, and I'll let you know how it is. Yeah. But yeah, virtual fly for GA is the best. And I do have a discount on the site. They'll shave off a few bucks. But virtual fly, one thing about it is not cheap. But this stuff, once you buy it, is gonna last forever because it's full metal and it's handmade in Spain. So for GA stuff, it's. Can I show you my setup on your stream? Maybe. Yeah, exactly. It's only for 6. Yeah, it's 6K, man. And then I have the one for 4,000 for 6 degrees of freedom, but that one is 3 degrees of freedom. It's DOF Reality, sorry, DOF Reality. That one I'm going to be reviewing once I put my DCS stuff on it. So I've partnered with Wind Control, so we're going to put a whole bunch of DCS stuff, and then that review is going to come first. All right, anyways, guys, one thing. I'm so sorry. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to restart my YouTube because it's doing really bad right now, so yeah, we're gonna have to restart it. What's the elapsed time on it now?
Going to 133.0, Skyagner 7055.
Yeah, it's so strange, like YouTube's. So make sure you come back to the stream. If anything, if you don't want any interruptions, make sure you also check out Twitch. So I'm gonna restart the stream, and we'll run it again in a bit.
Foxtrot, Mike Papa Whiskey Boston, hello.
So if you don't want any interruptions, just join Twitch for now.
That is 1411 to stand by the J-Fund 2 arrival for runway 22 left, Boston, altimeter 2.85.
So I'm gonna restart YouTube.
That is 1411 to stand by the J-Fund 2 arrival, runway 4, section runway 22 left.
Nerd. Stop, sorry, but I gotta restart this.